Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 2 of 2 here in Day 3 of the California Winter League. Today's matchup is between the Canada A's and the Palm Springs Power, a couple of teams with red jerseys. Palm Springs Power coming off of a disheartening loss 21-5 versus the Palm Springs Chill. We just saw the Chill lose 10-3 to China in the early game. Canada A's coming off a really good 7-1 victory versus the 0-2 Alberta Grizzly. Steven, watching that 21-5 game, what do you think about the Power's performance during this one?
I mean, they just have to throw strikes. They have to throw strikes. They have to play sound defense. There wasn't a ton of errors in that game. I think there was only one, but it's just the fact that they couldn't find the zone. They walked a ton of batters. They hit a ton of batters. And anytime they were in and around the zone, it was getting hit. So they just, all around, it's really as simple as it gets. They just need to do better on the mound. And right now, if they're coming against an A's team that they've shown some life so far today, so it should be a good game, and they're hoping to do the opposite of what the Chill did this morning. The Chill obviously brought it to the Power yesterday, but today the Chinese pitching staff just shut them down.
Yeah, and obviously on the A's side, they did beat the Grizzlies 7-1, a really good pitching performance from Donnie Goods. He had 3 innings of work. Alejandro Izquierdo got the win. Ethan Smith was able to close it out. Let's take a look at the lineups for today. Starting with the Canada A's, Kevin James will lead us off. DH spot, Matthew Warren, center fielder, will be batting second. Dane Simon will be batting third. He's going to play left field. Cleanup hitter Sam Ruda had 4 walks in the last game against the Grizzly, playing third base. Batting fifth, Matthew Ward at catcher. Stan King, first base, batting sixth. Jorge Colon at shortstop, batting seventh. Daisuke Fukuda at second base, batting eighth. Tyler Fogue in the 9 spot in right field. On the Power side, Asaf Lowengart's at third base, batting first. Francisco Pulido in the second spot at second base. Jude Dresmecki DHing, batting third, the lefty. James Brennan at first base, batting fourth. Shortstop Kazuya Ohira batting fifth. Jacob Maben in center field, batting sixth. Robert Starr in right, batting seventh. Tyler Hendricks, the catcher, batting eighth. And in the 9th spot, the left fielder Tristan Pacheco. Pitching for Palm Springs Power is number 28, Ryan Baum. He warms up now to his battery mate, Tyler Hendricks. So it will be Kevin James, Matthew Warren, and Dane Simon, who he'll be facing off first. The pitcher on the other side for the Canada A's will be Chet Robinson. Haven't seen him quite yet this season.
But for the Power, it's how much quality can Ryan Baum provide you? He's a talented guy. He's a big guy, 6'4", 210, the 23-year-old out of Los Altos, California. Played over at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, played with College of San Mateo, and he was really good over there. He had a 1.62 ERA in his second season at San Mateo, 38 strikeouts, over 33 and a third innings. I mean, he was dominant. So how much can they rely on that? It's really just, you got to throw strikes, and they weren't able to do that yesterday. So if he can be in and around the zone, make his fielders work, it should be a good combination. The Power need this win.
They're going to need some length out of Ryan Baum. They used 3 pitchers, Kyle Bell, Brandon Sherman, and Robert Starr as a position player pitching. So they actually only used 2 pitchers. The only pitcher they had in the bullpen when we got the lineups was David Reckers, who was on the Grizzly and is now here with the Palm Springs Power. On the Canada A's side, Nolan Machabroda will be suiting up for the Canada A's. He was on the Bombers for their first 2 games, but going to get settled in here. First batter up is Kevin James versus Ryan Baum. First pitch is in there for strike one at 91 from Ryan Baum.
Yeah, and with Baum, it's already evident. You see the Division I talent. He's a big guy against 6'4", 210, and he's going to be sitting in the lower 90s, upper 80s. He's not going to exactly be blowing everyone away, but can he use that velocity to get it past a couple bats? We haven't seen a ton of high-octane stuff so far here in the league. He's one of a handful of guys, though, who could really turn it up.
That's drilled foul down the left field line. Canada A's seems actually the leadoff hitter is number 5, Juan Francis. Just don't know what happened there. Last minute substitution, it seems like. That one's grounded to short. O'Hira bobbles it a little, tries to pick it up. Throw to first is not in time. And the bobble is costly for O'Hira, as seems Juan Francis is in there with a base hit.
Yeah, Juan Francis right there. He took an 86-mile-an-hour look. Well, looked like it could have been a cutter. Nothing really much with that pitch. It was down and in on him. He was able to get a piece of wood on it, and for what should have been a routine ground ball, O'Hira just couldn't come up with it.
Matthew Warren, the 2-hitter, playing center field. First pitch from Baum, just outside for ball 1. Another one at 91 miles per hour for Baum. Francis taking the lead off of first base. Throw back to first, and he dives back safely. James Brandon over there holding him at first. See if we get an update on Kevin James. He was in the lineup when we saw it, but it seems like there was a last-minute substitution. That one is also outside for ball 2, and it's 2-0.
And for Baum right here, he's going to need to do a better job than the power pitchers on yesterday on the backfield did, controlling the running game like he is right now, because they're not on that field. They're not on a field where the backstop's only a couple feet away from you. Anything past the catcher, that's going to move the runners.
2-1 after Warren swings through another fastball from Baum. That one's fouled back to the screen, and it's 2-2. So Matthew Warren came in as a pinch hitter, just went 0 for 1 in the A's 7-1 victory over the Alberta Grizzly. Had some good pop on that one, though, as he was one of the stars of training camp. Really impressed during there, but hasn't gotten much playing time. Strike 3 called, and Warren goes down looking. First out, first K for Ryan Baum, and that leaves Juan Francis on first.
Yeah, great pitch by Baum right there. Looked like might have been a cutter right off the edge of the plate. It looked like it was going to be down the middle for a second and just tails to that corner, and it sticks there for strike 3. Good start to the day.
Dane Simon comes in now, 1 out. Man on first is Francis after the single. The bobble by Kazuya O'Hira allows him to reach base. That one's right at third base. Loengart doesn't throw back to first. Francis gets there in time. That was a shot. Loengart's able to pick it up.
Great job by Loengart there. I mean, Simon got a hold of that one. It was 89 off the bat and right at Loengart. Good contact, but you just hit it right at a fielder, and it's a tough break there.
Sam Ruda now up as the cleanup hitter. Didn't record an at-bat, 4 walks in yesterday's game. That one's fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-1. So after the single, Ryan Baum settles down, strikes out Warren looking, gets Dane Simon to line out to Loengart over at third. Francis has not been able to move, but he's going to go. Hendricks bobbles it, no throw to second, and Francis is in there with a stolen base. Hendricks looked ready. He had the good pop time on him, just bobbled it. Francis gets into second easily. Now runner in scoring position with 2 outs here for Sam Ruda. The 1-1 from Baum. Ruda swings through that one, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Ruda, one of the bigger guys in the league. He'll be playing the corner infield. Had some time at Army West Point, and he should be a big piece of this A's offense. We saw him put on a show in batting practice on day one.
Just misses. 50-50 call on the curveball from Baum. And it's 2-2. Yeah, as you said, Ruda definitely put on a show in training camp and during practice. He's a really big guy. There's a lot of strength on him, and that one's inside. Also does wait for his pitch, as you saw, from the 4 walks he had yesterday. Very good plate discipline from Ruda. Full count now with 2 outs. Juan Francis on second after the single and the stolen base. Three-2 from Baum. Swing and a miss. Ruda strikes out. Baum gives up the leadoff single. Doesn't get anything after that. We're heading to the bottom of the first. No score.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including one mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. Oh, look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Bottom of the first, and it's Chet Robinson coming in. 6'4", 225, the 22-year-old's from Mesa, Arizona. Played at Mesa Community College, looking to get through this power lineup, who did score 5 runs, but ended up giving up 21 in that turf field game to the Palm Springs Chill. Haven't seen him yet this season. He'll be facing off against Asaf Loengart, Francisco Pulido, and Jude Dresmecki. Start off this first inning. If one of them gets on, it'll be James Brandon, the cleanup hitter. Top 4 facing Chet Robinson. So we get set. Asaf Loengart, one of the 2 guys in the CWL so far this season to hit a home run. He did it on his first at-bat in the CWL this season. Just got over the left field wall, 368 feet. It's been a big part of this Palm Springs power offense. First pitch from Chet Robinson. Drilled into center field. Going back on it is Warren, and he'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out for Robinson.
Yeah, this is what we've seen out of Asaf Loengart. Even though he gets the out right there, it's one of the harder hit balls that we'll probably see today. 93 off the bat. He had a home run in his first game.
Francisco Pulido will step in after the first pitch fly out from Loengart. Good start here for Robinson. after their offense wasn't able to get on the board in the top half of the inning. First pitch, 81 in there, 4 strike 1. That one's into right field, and it'll drop in for a base hit. Looked like Tyler Fogg was about to run up and go get it, but he lets it drop, and it's a base hit for Pulido, the first hit for the Power.
Yeah, good job by Pulido. He took a fastball right down the middle, and he didn't miss it. Didn't really get under it, didn't pull it into the gaps or anything for extra bases, but he does what he needed to do. He got it right into right field, moved the chain, and now the A's have a runner on.
So 1 out after a soft Loengart fly out to center. Single by Pulido, and now Jude Dresmecki takes ball 1. First lefty that Chet Robinson has faced so far today. Seen a lot of aggressive base running here in the league. Pulido not too far of a lead off of first. Robinson kicks and deals. That's a grounder to short. O'Hara to second for 1. On to first. Not in time. So we've seen a lot of these double play balls that the batter beats out. Another one here, Jude Dresmecki. We saw a couple of them from John McGuire in the last game, but it's a nice fielder's choice between the middle infield of O'Hara of Colon and Fukuda.
Yeah, nothing you can do there. It was 6-4-3. Tried to turn the double play, but really good job by Dresmecki hustling down the line and making it close, and he beat it out.
James Brandon now up, fouls it off himself. It's now Dresmecki switches places with Pulido. He's on first now, as it's 0-1 here, 2 outs. James Brandon in the game versus the Chill went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and 2 walks. Played third base. Now he's at first in this one with a man on first and 2 outs. 0-1 from Robinson. That's grounded to second. Fukuda tosses it to Colon. And that'll do it for the first inning. Chet Robinson gives up a hit. Nothing doing, though. We'll head to the second. Still no score.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
No score here. Heading to the top of the second, it'll be Matthew Ward, Stan King, and Jorge Colon. Top 3 here to face off against Ryan Baum, who put up a nice 0. Only gave up to hit the Juan Francis, who now face number 22, Starting catcher for the Canada A's, Matthew Ward, who's been sharing a lot of time with Jed Downham, one of the few teams with 2 catchers on the roster. First pitch here from Ryan Baum. Swings through that one for strike 1. Breaking ball at 85.
Baum took a little bit off of that one, and it just got under the bat. It looks like the A's are starting to get dialed up for that upper 80s, lower 90s fastball he's got.
It's grounded foul. It kind of reaches out for that one, and it goes into the power dugout.
And them having that catching tandem with Ward there, too, it's such an advantage for the A's because, one, it doesn't put too much stress on your primary catcher. It's an extra bat you could throw in the lineup. You can move them around defensively. It makes it so much easier to handle this lineup if you're on that A's side.
0-2. Just high for ball 1, and we're talking about catcher tandems. The Palm Springs Power also have 2 catchers on the roster, Tyler Hendricks and Preston Walston. Hendricks, though, getting the majority of the playing time, starting this one and batting 8th for the Power. 1-2. Curveball got him, swinging. A nice breaking ball from Ryan Baum, and that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Stan King will stand in, the lefty, playing first base for the A's against Ryan Baum, who's been dealing early so far. 3 strikeouts, only giving up 1 hit, no runs. First pitch to King is in there for a strike. Might have checked his swing, still is called a strike, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, really good pitch right there. Looked like a 2-seam fastball. Had that arm side run that just got it off the plate, but it managed to stay on there enough to get that called strike.
0-1, grounded to first. Brandon will flip it to Baum, and it's an easy second out for the Power. Seemed like Brandon could have took it in himself, but decides to flip it over to Baum, who was right there. Now Jorge Colon will be the last chance of avoiding a 1-2-3 inning for Baum. First pitch, driven out to right field. Under it is Robert Starr. He'll make the catch. A 1-2-3 inning. Ryan Baum doing a real nice job on the pitching side of things. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. No score.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Ryan Baum dealing early, needs his offense to put something on the board here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. It's Kazuyo Hira leading it off against Chet Robinson, then Jacob Maben, Robert Starr. If one of them get on, it'll be Tyler Hendricks, the number 8 batter. Face off against Chet Robinson in his 2nd inning of work. Robinson gave up the single to Francisco Pulido and a couple of fielder's choices got him out of the first inning. Some good defense from the Canada A's. We've seen a lot of good defense from them so far in this one and in the last game versus the Grizzly, where they had an overall good performance on the pitching and offensive side as well. It'll be O'Hara stepping in against Robinson. First pitch from Robinson just outside for ball one. O'Hara has a batting stance that kind of reminds me of early season Luis Campusano, where he's kind of just standing facing the pitcher, has his bat over here, and then he'll wind up back. Second pitch is down and away for ball two.
I really appreciate you demonstrating in the booth with me.
I've seen it all too much, so, you know, I know they can't see us, but they'll understand. They'll understand.
It's about as athletic as a broadcaster could look while sitting down.
Exactly. It's a nice breaking ball. It's fouled back into the power dugout. It would have looked so much better if we had a broadcaster cam. They would have understood exactly what I said.
I think they understand. I don't know if they need to see it.
In the dirt for ball three. It's 3-1 now to O'Hara.
Are people often mistaking you for a major league hitter?
No.
And it won't happen?
Yeah, no. Believe me, not even close. Popped up from O'Hara into right field. Tyler Fogue, fighting the sun, makes the grab for out number one.
Good job by Fogue there. And right around this time, the sun's almost directly over our press box right here, where obviously, which is where all the outfielders will be looking into on any of those fly balls. It's kind of a hard angle for the next hour or so. So everything that goes up, especially real high in the air, is kind of a 50-50 ball sometimes.
In the dirt, not able to be picked up by Matthew Ward. First pitch is a ball to Jacob Mabin. Yeah, as you said, fighting the sun and also having to cover so much ground in that outfield, it's going to be hard for these outfielders to work, but Tyler Fogue able to make that catch. Another nice breaking ball in there for strike one. 66 after throwing in the mid-80s with his fastball. 1-1, one out. Jacob Mabin grounds it to second. Fukuda throws it on to first, and that'll be the second out.
Now batting number 24,
Robert Starr will stand in, looking to avoid a 1-2-3 inning. In his last game, he went 0 for 4. Did have an RBI, but 2 strikeouts. Also, a pitcher also pitched in that game.
Yeah,
pitched an inning, gave up a hit, walked a guy.
But it was scoreless. He threw strikes.
First one's just outside for ball one. Yeah, Robert Starr did have the only scoreless outing for the Palm Springs Power in that game versus the Chill. Even though it was only one inning, as you said, it was still scoreless. 1-0's in the dirt, back to the screen. It's 2-0. Tyler Hendricks in the on-deck circle has his pads on just in case Robert Starr gets out and he needs to put his gear on quickly. One's popped up to right field. Tyler Fogue getting some action. He'll make the grab, and that's the third out. Another 1-2-3 inning, this time on the side of Chet Robinson. We'll head to the top of the third. Still no score.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection, and an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed Pizza. Dine in or take out. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Shaping up to be a real pitcher's duel between Ryan Baum and Chet Robinson. Baum definitely in need of some length here after giving the Palm Springs Power pitching staff giving up those 21 runs. He has been dealing so far, only giving up the 1 hit, but now has to face Daisuke Fukuda, Tyler Fogue, and then the top of the lineup in Juan Francis, who has the only hit in this ball game for the A's so far. First pitch to Fukuda. Just misses a little high for ball 1. Fukuda came in as a pinch hitter in the last game. Walked. Went 0 for 1. That pitch is swung through for strike 2.
Baum working out of the stretch here. Even with no runners on, you'll see a lot of guys will do that just to keep a more consistent, more repeatable motion, and right now it's been working.
1-1's just inside for ball 2. Throwing only fastballs so far this at-bat is Baum. 90-91 on the speed. Here's the 2-1 to Fukuda. Swings through that one. Gets a piece of Tyler Hendricks, and he's got to walk it off. It'll be 2-2.
Yeah, Hendricks, one of a handful of catchers we've seen in the last couple of days. They're already taking their early beating. It's a tough and thankless job back there, and he's been one of a handful of really good ones so far.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good catcher play in this one. Two-two. Ground ball, James Brandon picks it up, throws it to Baum at first, and that'll be the first out. Second time we've seen a Brandon to Baum connection. An easy first out for the A's. Canada A's have somebody warming up in the bullpen. Looks like it's going to be Paul Torelli. So Chet Robinson, we'll see what happens with him. But for now, he'll be facing off against Tyler Fogue, the number 9 hitter. First pitch fouled back to the screen.
It's going to be interesting how to see how long of a leash that the Power give Ryan Baum. Right now, he's been really good, and again, no runs so far. He's just given up the 1 hit, but it's also going to be a question of how long until he tries to establish something else. He's already got the fastball, and it's worked so far, but whether or not he'll be able to work in a breaking ball, try and tunnel it with that really good heater.
1-1, 1 out here. Baum to Fogue, grounded to first, but that's foul. Over to near where Paul Torelli is pitching in that Canada A's bullpen. So we saw Donnie Goods, Alejandro Izquierdo, and Ethan Smith in their last game versus the Alberta Grizzly. Paul Torelli, who's warming up right now, was the winning pitcher in their first game, in which they beat the Bombers 11-4. One, two. just misses outside. Hendricks tried to frame it, was not fooling the umpire, and it's going to be 2-2.
But we see it right there after just going fastball after fastball. He's established the breaking ball. He got one in that he had Fogue early on, and then one right there called for a ball.
Fogue swings through that one for strike 3. Baum has 4 strikeouts now on the day, and he is mowing through this Canada A's lineup.
And that's what happens when you've got a really good fastball like Baum has, and you throw in the breaking ball, slow down the hitter. You've got one outside for a ball, and then 91 right down the middle. Fogue couldn't catch up to it.
Back to the top of the lineup now. Juan Francis has the only hit for the A's. A leadoff single, never got anywhere else from there besides the stolen base. He swings through that one on the breaking ball for strike 1. Juan Francis, as we said, a late addition to the lineup after Kevin James was supposed to be the leadoff hitter. He got taken out of the lineup. That's grounded to short. O'Hara launches the throw to first, but he does not get there in time as Juan Francis has another single. A very nice effort from O'Hara. The throw is a little bit off, though. Francis seems to be the only one that can get to Baum.
Yeah, and it's a pretty similar story to that one that Francis had in the first inning, just a grounder to O'Hara, except that one wasn't as hard and wasn't right at O'Hara. He had to range to his right to go get it, and a long throw just couldn't get as Speedy Francis.
Speedy indeed. We did see Francis steal second the last time he was on base. Matthew Warren takes a ball outside. Francis takes a decent lead off of first. He had a good jump on that stolen base. The last time he was on, the 1-0 is just inside for ball 2. Warren in his last at-bat struck out looking on a breaking ball from Ryan Baum. One of the 4 strikeouts for Baum so far in the early going. That one's in there for strike 1. Now it's 2-1. Paul Torelli still in the A's bullpen. Chet Robinson, though, been in a good pitcher's duel with Baum. No runs, 3 hits combined, only through 2 innings, though. Francis is going again, and it gets by Hendricks. Looks like it's going to be a foul ball. Warren got a piece of it, and Francis is going to have to go back to first.
That's a good pitch there by Baum. He's gone inside all 3 pitches. It went fastball, fastball. Looked like that one was a changeup right there in on the hands. Now look for him to try and extend that zone onto the outer half of the plate, try and get him reaching.
2-2. Francis thinks about going, but it's outside for ball 3. Playing some more mind games on the base paths is Francis. He did go on that last pitch that was fouled back. This one he was about halfway to second base, a little bit less. 3-2 now. Francis is going no matter what. That one skied into shallow right field. Looks like the second baseman, Pulido, has it. That'll be the 3rd out. So Francis with another single, still nothing going on the board. It's 0-0 heading to the top of the 4th. Bottom of the third inning, it'll be Tyler Hendricks, his first at-bat versus Chet Robinson. Chet Robinson has been doing a really nice job here on the mound. That one's in there for strike one. Hendricks didn't play versus the Power. It was Preston Walston getting the start at catcher. Now it's fouled back to the screen, and it's 1-1. Sorry, 0-2.
Yeah, but whether it's been Hendricks or Walston behind the plate for the Power, again, they've both done a pretty good job. Their pitchers have made them work, and they've allowed them to get away with it, basically. They've kept just about everything pretty close.
0-2. Just outside. Ward tried to frame it. Didn't get the umpire. It's 1-2.
Walston even threw out a runner at third base yesterday.
One-two now from Robinson. Kicks and deals. Breaking ball gets by Ward, and it's 2-2. So it'll be Hendricks, Tristan Pacheco, and then back to the top of the lineup with Asaf Loengart, who flew out to center in his first at-bat. But first, the 2-2 to start off the bottom of the third for the Power. Another one in the dirt, and now it's a full count. So Hendricks goes from 0-2 to 3-2 here after looking at some pitches that were outside, one of which going by Ward.
Yeah, just a couple of fastballs that Chet Robinson has pulled right there. He's got to get back in the zone here.
3-2. Just outside, and it's ball four. Hendricks will walk. Robinson loses him. First walk of the game for either team here. And it's also the first time, sorry, not the first time, the leadoff batter is on first here with no outs, and it's Tristan Pacheco's first at-bat of the game. Brandon leads off first, checked by Robinson. Pacheco, that's into right field, and that'll drop for a base hit. Robinson going to try and go first to third. The throw goes to second, and he's going to get there safely. A bobble at second, but a single for Tristan Pacheco, the second base hit for the Palm Springs Power, and it's first and third here with no outs. Asaf Loengart now with 2 on, no outs. 90 feet away from giving the Power a 1-0 lead, an extra base hit away from scoring Pacheco at first.
Yeah, that's a good job by Pacheco. It was a breaking ball down and in, and he was able to scoop it out and just deposit it out in right field. He had a good shot if he wanted to go to second, especially with that throw. It was kind of errant, but it's runners on the corners for the Power.
First pitch to Loengart is in there for strike one. We've seen Tyler Foe get a lot of action so far in the early going. Had 2 flyouts last inning from Kazuya Ohira and Robert Starr. And that single going to him as well. So 0-1 now with Pacheco on first. Gets thrown back to first, and they got him. Caught Pacheco sleeping. He hesitates for 1 second, and all of a sudden he's thrown out. 1 out now. A great move. You saw Pacheco kind of hesitate, try to dive back in, just barely gets him at first is Stan King. Still a runner on third here with 1 out for Loengart. As the 0-1 comes in from Chet Robinson. Skied into shallow center. It looks like center fielder Warren's going to grab it. No tag at third. We saw Warren's arm, and that's a 1-hopper right to him. Good decision by Tyler Hendricks to not tag on that. So the second flyout to center field for Loengart in this one. Just keeps getting under the ball. And now with a runner on third, 2 outs for Francisco Pulido. First pitch from Robinson. Breaking ball just misses inside for ball 1. Paul Torelli warming up in the bullpen yet again. Chet Robinson, for now, still holding the Palm Springs Power offense scoreless through 2 2/3. Another breaking ball, low and away. A little bit of a check swing for Pulido. Didn't go, though, and it's 2-0.
Robinson's done a good job working both sides of the plate. It just seems that, and he's done a good job mixing the speeds. He's got that breaking ball in there at 67, but when he's been missing, it's just been up and down.
2-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. A nice frame job from Ward. He gets the call on that one, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, just a fastball in the corner. He could try and pound the fastball in now, or he can go with that breaking ball, that slower one, down and away, try and get a chase here.
Hendricks still on third. The 2-1 is in there for strike 2. So Hendricks with a walk. Tristan Pacheco's single brings him to third. Pacheco picked off at first, and then the fly out to center field for Loengart brings us to a man on third and 2 outs. 2-2. Robinson. That's high and outside to Pulido, and it's a full count.
Even though that pitch was basically non-competitive out of the hand, it was already a ball the moment he released it. He's still got a chance here. It was far out enough that it's got his eyes looking towards that left-handed batter's box. So if Robinson can land something like a changeup down and in, it could be a good pitch.
Full count. And it's in the dirt for ball 4. Pulido walks, and there are runners at the corners again. This time with 2 outs for Jude Dresmecki. Grounding to a fielder's choice his first time up.
Yeah, nothing there. It was just a breaking ball. Looked like a curveball right there that he just pulled, trying to do too much with it, and it ended up in the left-handed batter's box.
So a righty-lefty matchup here with 2 on, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the third, still no score. Dresmecki looking to break through here for the Power. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Dresmecki gets on. It's James Brandon, the first baseman, up next. He also hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. 1-0 is in there for strike 1. We've seen a couple double steals here in the league so far in the early going of the season. See if this happens here with Pulido and Hendricks. Robinson checks third. Throws it back to first, and Pulido's back there safely. One to Dresmecki's high and away for ball 2. Dresmecki went 1 for 4 with an RBI and a strikeout in the game versus the Palm Springs Chill. Hendricks on third. Pulido on first. The 2-1 from Robinson is in there for strike 2. Chet Robinson 1 strike away from getting out of this. 2-2 with 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the bottom of the third inning. Winds deals for Robinson. Swing and a miss. And Dresmecki strikes out. Robinson gets out of the jam. We're still scoreless heading to the top of the 4th. Top of the fourth, and just like every other game, some fans just won some cheesy garlic bread at Old Spaghetti Factory, which actually sounds really good right now.
Yeah.
I'd mess up some cheesy garlic bread, but right now, Ryan Baum is messing up this offense for the Canada A's. He's going scoreless through 3, as well as Chet Robinson. See what happens here in the top of the fourth. First 3 batters to come up are Dane Simon, Sam Ruda, and Matthew Ward. Any one of them get on, it'll be Stan King, the lefty first baseman, up fourth against Ryan Baum, who has gotten 4 strikeouts, only given up 2 hits. One of them could have been called an error, but Juan Francis seems to be the only one to really do any damage to him.
It's really fun to see the stark contrast between how Baum and Robinson have been throwing on the mound. I mean, Baum, it's been straight up just, I'm going to bully you with the fastball. That's all he's been doing. He's thrown a handful of breaking balls in there, but he's got to be at least around, I'd say, 80% fastball so far. And Robinson, it's really been an effort to establish the breaking ball and try and just pull that fastball to keep them honest. He's been working east to west, north to south. He's been missing a little bit with it, but it's still been effective. And right now with Baum, you're going into the second time around in the lineup. Is he going to really establish a breaking ball, or is it still going to be fastball after fastball?
Yeah, when you're one of the fastest pitchers in the league, you got to take that to your advantage, as Dane Simon will stand in as the first batter here in the top of the fourth. Anybody looking to break through in this scoreless tie, that's through into right center field, a base hit. First pitch, Dane Simon. He has some wheels. He's going to try to stretch it to 2, throws in there, and he's out. A nice throw in center field by Warren. As Dane Simon, that was Jacob Maben with a nice throw, and he gets Dane Simon trying to extend it to a double. So instead of a base hit, it's the first out of the inning, and it's now going to be Sam Ruda.
Yeah, and that was a good piece of hitting by Simon. He got a breaking ball down and away, and he just put it out in right field. Was trying to do a little bit too much right there, though. Just barely missed him, turning it into a double, and already we've seen 2 breaking balls to start the inning from Baum.
Yeah, Dane Simon on that hit looked like right out of the batter's box that he was going to try for 2. As we see another breaking ball. Just misses, though, and it's 2-0.
But already he's trying to slow him down, trying to pitch him backwards. If he can land a breaking ball for a strike, expect a couple fastballs back-to-back.
Fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Sam Ruda was the second of Ryan Baum's 4 strikeouts in his last at-bat in the first inning. As we mentioned earlier, he walked 4 times in that game versus the Alberta Grizzly. 2-1. Inside 4, ball 3.
Yeah, just trying to get a little much on that fastball, pulled it right there, and it's kind of a dangerous spot. Can he still lean on that fastball? He's got to keep it away from down the middle, or can he trust the curveball?
3-1 swings through that one for strike 2, and it's a full count. Seen a decent amount of full counts here for each side. As now Sam Ruda looks to get the pitch he wants to swing at. 3-2. Want to swing at that one, but he fouls it back to the screen, and we'll do it again. So Baum, after throwing multiple breaking balls to start off at bats, going back to the fastball here against Ruda. Here's the 3-2. Fouled back into the parking lot. And we will do it again.
And he's lucky. He sped Ruda up with that fastball, 3 of them in a row. Looked like that was a cutter right there. and that was middle. If Ruda could have got better timing on it, I mean, that could have gone a long way.
Ruda, we do know, has some strength, can barrel up a baseball. 3-2's fouled back again, and Ruda's putting up a big fight. We saw him fight off multiple 3-2 counts in that 4-walk game, one of which was a 9-pitch at bat that he was able to extend to a walk. See what he can do here in this 3-2 count. We are multiple foul balls, 7 pitches in. Here's the 8th one from Baum. That one's inside for ball 4, so Sam Ruda wins another battle. Takes the walk, and there's a man on first with 1 out.
Good job by Ruda there. He got 3 pitches right down the middle. He couldn't do much with them, but he made Baum work enough to make another mistake, and he'll take his base, and now the A's have got something in business.
Catcher Matthew Ward comes in to bat with a man on first and 1 out. He struck out in his last at-bat in the 2nd inning. Now up in the top of the 4th. First pitch from Baum is grounded to 3rd. Loengard has it, though, to 2nd for 1. On to 1st. He got him for 2. Baum faces the minimum, grounds it. Ward grounds into a double play. Will head to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Well, bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, as we have a new pitcher. There is a bit of a obstruction as we have a race. And we have a winner as the umpire signals safe. Paul Torelli is the new pitcher now in for Chet Robinson. Didn't seem to be fazed by the race.
Yeah, our race around the bases, it's usually a weekend thing sponsored by Cindy Piper State Farm, and it's always a fun watch. First time I've actually seen the pitcher go out and do the full warm-ups while the racers are going around, though.
Was very interesting. But Chet Robinson, really good day out in the yard. 3 innings pitched. 2 hits, 0 earned runs, 2 walks, but a strikeout. Did not pitch enough to qualify for the win, though. As well as he comes out with the game tied still at 0. Because Ryan Baum on the other side is also pitching a gem of his own. So it'll be James Brandon, Kazuyo Hira, Jacob Mabin. The 3 coming up here in the bottom of the 4th. Jacob Mabin was the one that threw Dame Simon out at second, trying to extend a single to a double. A walk and a double play ended the top of the 4th without any runs scored for the Canada A's offense. Now their defense will be out with Paul Torelli. First pitch to James Brandon is down in the dirt for ball 1. So Paul Torelli, another flamethrower, throwing at about 88, 89. Seeing some speed from both pitchers here. That one's a breaking ball, and it's in there for strike one. One grounded to third base side, but it'll be foul, and it's strike two.
Yeah, Paul Torelli, been a journeyman in the college ranks, played at Illinois State, Heartland, Northern Illinois, and Rockford University, and you've seen he's got that upper 80s fastball. He's had the strikeouts in him in 24 2/3 innings. He had 39 Ks.
Breaking ball again down for ball two, and it's 2-2 to James Brandon.
He played a graduate year at Rockford after recovering from Tommy John, was a starter, and had a pretty good year there. Again, the strikeouts were there, 75 in 49 innings.
That last pitch in the dirt for ball three, a full count. Yeah, Paul Torelli, one of the many guys we've seen come back from injury using the CWL as a way to try and get a professional contract. 3-2 from Torelli is fouled back to the screen.
And he should be able to. He was one of the better pitchers in D3 baseball. He was named to the third team All-Region. He was top 10 or top 5 in K per 9. Again, the stuff plays, and he even led all D3 baseball in hits per 9.
Three-two again after Brandon fouls one back to the screen. Torelli kicks and deals, and that'll be grounded. This time looked like it would be fair, but apparently not. Third base umpire calls it a foul ball, and we'll do it again. Very close. And Sam Ruda at third was ready.
And it's all a question with some of these guys recovering from especially elbow injuries like a torn UCL like Torelli had. The first thing to come back, you get this velocity back a lot of the time. Sometimes it's even better, but it's just how long till you could point or pull in the location, how long till you stop missing your spot. And with Torelli here, he's looked good so far.
3-2 again. Breaking ball gets the strike zone for strike three. Freezes Brandon. A really nice breaking ball there, and that's the first out.
And we're already seeing what Torelli can do. Again, that high 80s, it can probably touch 90s fastball, and a filthy breaking ball right there. 10 inches of vertical break.
Kazuya Ohira flew out to Tyler Foog out in right field. His first time up in the second inning. Back up again here in the fourth to face Torelli. First pitch is in the dirt. Nice pick by Ward for ball one. Austin Turley warming up in the A's bullpen. 1-0 to Ohira is driven into left field. That's a sliding catch. He drops it actually as Dane Simon really went for it, but it will be a double for Ohira. And now a runner in scoring position here with one out. It'll be scored as a double. A nice piece of hitting for Ohira. Haven't seen many hits go all the way back there. That was 93 off the bat. Dane Simon out in left field. Nearly had it, couldn't quite hold on to it at the warning track, and now it'll be up to Jacob Maben to break this scoreless tie with one out. First pitch from Torelli hits him. So Maben on the first pitch gets hit around in the rib area. And it'll be 2 on with one out for Robert Starr.
Yeah, just a fastball that got away on him. Torelli's fastball's got a lot of movement, and it just kept riding in on Starr and got him right on the ribs.
So Torelli after the double from Ohira, hit by pitch from Maben. Second and first with one out. And it's Robert Starr looking to give the Power the lead. First pitch from Torelli is down and away for ball one. One was in the dirt. Another nice pick from Ward. He's been doing a good job at picking those pitches in the dirt. Nice job blocking, as we've seen from a lot of catchers here in the league. Second really nice pick of the day, or of the inning, for Matthew Ward. Keeps the runners from advancing to second and third. But a 2-0 now with one out. And on first and second, pitch from Torelli is in the dirt again, but that one gets by Ward. And now the runners will advance to second and third. So after getting one pick, he couldn't get the second one that goes in the dirt. And now a really big spot for Robert Starr, as a single could drive in two, especially with this big outfield. Time is called to let the umpires do their movements over to second and third. Ready to go back at it again. 3-0. A walk here loads the bases with one out for the next hitter, Tyler Hendricks, who was walked in his last at-bat. 3-0. Outside, ball four, a four-pitch walk for Robert Starr, and the bases are now loaded with one out.
Yeah, not a ton great in that at-bat right there. Torelli just had 4 straight fastballs get away from him. And right now they're going to have a meeting on the mound, and he's got to change something up right now. He needs to find the zone. I'm sure it's more of just a quick talk of trying to reset the mind, get something different going upstairs, and, you know, give him a second to breathe, because he needs to start throwing strikes. He can get out of this inning unscathed with a ground ball. It's going to be a tough task.
As we said earlier, Austin Turley in the bullpen. He's the last pitcher that wasn't on the A's that wasn't used yesterday. The rest being Donnie Goods, Alejandro Izquierdo, and Ethan Smith. See if we can get some length from either Paul Torelli or Austin Turley. So they won't need to use the same pitcher 2 days in a row. But for now, Tyler Hendricks is looking to break the scoreless tie. First pitch here from Torelli. He kicks and deals, and that will be low for ball one. So 5 straight balls here for Torelli. Have nowhere to put Hendricks. Can't walk him here.
But look for Torelli to keep trying to pound that outer half of the plate, trying to throw some breaking balls over there and get some soft contact.
1-0 is in there for strike one. So it's O'Hara on third, Maben on second, Robert Starr on first after the walk on 4 pitches. Tyler Hendricks in a 1-1 count with one out. As we reset here, Torelli steps off the mound.
Center and right field playing relatively shallow. If any fly ball, they might have a chance to throw the runner out at home.
1-1's in the dirt, gets past Ward. O'Hara is ready, and he'll score on the wild pitch. It breaks the scoreless tie. The Power lead it 1-0. So another one in the dirt gets past Ward. O'Hara gets a real good jump off the bat. Able to score relatively easily. Maben moves to third. Starr moves to second. Still one out. And a 2-1 count here for Jacob Hendricks, now with a 1-run lead. Torelli the 2-1. That's in the dirt again. picked by Ward. He's had to do a lot of the dirty work here in this inning. Had a couple go past him, but has also made a couple of good picks.
Yeah, and those ones that have gone past him, I mean, he's been getting put to work. It's been way outside on the ones he couldn't get to. He almost had no chance. It was even impressive that he made it close.
3-1. Swings through that one, and it's a full count. Strikeout here would be big for Torelli. The infield is now all the way in. Now with runners on second and third, no double play in order. So now a grounder will have to check third and then head to first. Try and get that second out. For now, 3-2. Torelli to Tyler Hendricks. Curveball, got him! A huge strikeout for Torelli. Hendricks strikes out looking, and that's 2 outs.
Great job by Torelli there. I was about to say that I wouldn't expect him to even go to breaking ball. He hasn't been able to land it really at all this inning, but he pulls out a perfect curveball right there. It almost looks like it's going to hit that right-handed batter until it just snaps back into the zone after seeing so many fastballs. Nothing Hendricks could do.
Tristan Pacheco takes strike one. Had a single in his last at-bat. Brought the runner to third, but got picked off at first. Now has a chance to extend the lead here with a runner on second and third with 2 outs. A 1 in the dirt, gets past Ward again. And Jacob Maben will score easily. Another wild pitch, scores a run. 2-0 Power here. As Matthew Ward has had a very busy inning with the balls in the dirt. 3 of them get past him, allowing 2 runs to score, and now still a runner on third. Pacheco in a 1-1 count. In the dirt again, but that time blocked by Ward. No advance from Robert Starr, who's now at third.
And the effect of all these wild pitches, it's not just the fact that the runs are scoring, but it makes pitching later on even more difficult because all of those pitches, they're not competitive out of the hand, so it basically resets the batter's mind when really Torelli's trying to tunnel his fastball and breaking ball here.
Grounder off the glove of Torelli, and that'll get into left field. Run will score, and Tristan Pacheco, another base hit, scores a run, and it's 3-0 Power. So Tristan Pacheco 2 for 2. Now back to the top of the lineup. It's Asaf Loengart, flown out to center twice. One in the first, one in the third. As the Power now lead it by 3. Asaf looking to extend it. First pitch here from Torelli. Pacheco leading off first as the breaking ball is in the dirt for ball 1. So nobody warming up in the Power bullpen. It'll be Ryan Baum's next inning. He'll come out there after arguing 3 scoreless. That's in the dirt. Gets past Ward again, and Pacheco will take second easily. Seen a lot of pitches so far in the dirt. Not too great of accuracy from Torelli, and he's giving his battery mate a lot of work here.
Yeah, it's already his 5th wild pitch of the inning.
Two-0 now, 2 outs. Tristan Pacheco now on second after the single scoring a run. Another one low for ball 3. Now Torelli needing to throw a strike here, and he doesn't. It's in the dirt, and it's a 4-pitch walk for Loengart. Francisco Pulido walked in his last at-bat in the third to hit a single in the first. Now has 2 on with 2 outs. Power already having scored 3. Matthew Ward will head to the pitcher's mound for a discussion with Torelli.
I like this meeting right here by Ward. I was about to say I'd want him to go out there and at least talk to Torelli, try and break things up, try and give him a second to just breathe. He's been out there on the mound for a while. I was getting a little confused why he wasn't going out there, but he waited a minute until the next batter was up there and maybe gave him a couple more seconds as the umpire's going to go to the mound and try and wrap things up pretty quick. But I don't know if there's anything that was said in there that's really tactical, but it's probably more just try and break up what's going on in the mind. Maybe there's some sort of cue he can give him to get the mechanics just back into shape. But more often than not, it's just try and give your pitcher a second to breathe, a second to just get his mind off what just happened.
Turley back in the bullpen, warming up after Torelli gives up 3, still in this inning. That one's low for ball 1. So Pacheco, the single, steals second on the wild pitch. Then the walk to Loengart. Now Pulido back pick to first. Loengart gets back safely. It's a really nice attempt from Ward. Loengart just makes it back in time. Stays on first. Still 2 on, 2 out, and it's 2-0 to Francisco Pulido. Kicks and deals is Torelli. That's low for ball 3. So we've had still minimal accuracy from Torelli, throwing a lot of balls.
Yeah, Torelli's only found the zone 9 times this inning, and 2 of them were hit. One was the double by O'Hara, and one was a single by Pacheco.
3-0's outside, and another 4-pitch walk. Pulido goes to first. Loengart goes to second. Pacheco goes to third. The bases are loaded for 2 outs for Jude Dresmecki.
Yeah, and this is going to be the day for Torelli.
Looks like Austin Turley will be the one to step in and try and clean up this mess for Torelli. We'll be right back when we get back. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Jude Dresmecki.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Austin Turley stands in. Paul Torelli doesn't get through an inning and still has 3 runners on. He walked 3, gave up a single and a double, but also struck out 2 in this inning. Wild pitches were the major factor in the reason why the Power are up 3 right now, and threatening to score more now, as it'll be Dresmecki. If he gets on, it'll be James Brandon. He would be the 10th batter of this bottom of the 4th. They've really broken it open a little bit. It seems like it should be a higher score than 3-0, considering the performance of the offense this inning, but only up 3. And Ryan Baum on the other side has been great for the Power. He's warming up in the bullpen, getting ready to get back out there for his 4th inning of work. For now, Turley trying to work out of a jam against Dresmecki. Pacheco on 3rd, Loengart on 2nd, Polito on 1st. Turley kicks and deals the first pitch to Dresmecki, and that's in the dirt, gets past Ward. Pacheco's going to try and go home, and he'll get there diving in. Another pass ball leads to a run, and it's 4-0 Power.
Yeah, the Power this inning have basically not had to work for their runs. I think that's the 7th wild pitch of the inning. The A's just looking for a strike right now. They desperately need one.
Power 4 hits, or 4 runs, only 3 hits. Now 2nd and 3rd. Still 2 down and an 0-1 to Dresmecki. Swings through that one for strike 2. Loengart on 2nd, on 3rd, Polito on 2nd. Fouled back to the screen. Dresmecki will do it again. So 4 runs coming in this inning. 4-0. The Power lead the A's. As we've seen a pitching masterclass from Ryan Baum as of so far. That one's outside for ball 1.
And I wonder how much of a leash they give Baum. Obviously, they got the lead right now, but it's been a long time since he's been on the mound, and it's hard sometimes to come back from that long of a break, get hot, and keep going in your outing.
1-2. Down for ball 2. 2-2. 2 outs, 2 on. A lot of 2s. But Ryan Baum, when Austin Turtley was warming up, he went to the bullpen to warm up, so he'll definitely be out here for this 4th inning. But yeah, we will see how long of a leash he gets. He's put up 4 scoreless, though, in the dirt, and it's a full count with 2 outs. So we've already seen 3 walks in this inning. Dresmecki in a 3-2. 4th walk would load the bases again for Brandon. As that one is down for ball 4, the 4th walk of the inning, the 3rd one in a row for this Power offense. Now it's James Brandon, who has hit already in this inning, struck out, looking for the first out of this bottom of the 4th. Now back up again with a 4-run lead and the bases loaded. 2 outs. Loengart still on 3rd. Polito still on 2nd. Now the walk has Dresmecki on 1st. That's fouled back. Out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 from Turley. Drilled. Deep left field. Back at the track, at the wall. And it'll be caught there by Dane Simon right on the Sherman sign. That one was driven 97 off the bat. Nothing doing, though. But 4 runs from the Power. A lot of walks, a lot of pass balls we've seen in that bottom of the 4th. We head to the 5th. Power up 4.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow. Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Good things come in threes, like our eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99.
James Brandon was about 10, maybe 15 feet away from a grand slam to make it an 8-0 game. But it was caught by Dane Simon, and we stay at a 4-0 power lead heading to the top of the fifth. Canada A's offense needed to do something against Ryan Baum, who's been dealing, only giving up 3 hits, struck out 4. As Stan King will stand in. Jorge Colon after him, and then Daisuke Fukuda, Tyler Foog, the 9-hitter, will be up if any of them get on. Ryan Baum now out for his 5th inning of work. Now in line for the win if they keep this lead. First pitch to Stan King is in there for strike 1.
And again, this first batter or two, just seeing if Baum can stay in control, stay within himself. He was on the bench for a long time that inning.
Seems to be doing good so far. Already 0-2 to Stan King, who's 1 for 7 so far this season. Hit into a ground out to James Brandon in the 2nd inning. The 0-2 into right center field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. First hit of the game for Stan King. Leadoff man is on here.
Yeah, that's just a really good piece of hitting by Stan King. After a couple of fastballs by Baum, he throws what looked like a changeup right off the plate. Stan King just stuck his bat out there and barely got a piece of it, but enough to get it into right field.
Jorge Colon now with the man on first, no outs. Swings right through that one. 89 from Ryan Baum. And it's 0-1. So this A's offense really needing to step it up here after giving up 4 to the Power in the bottom of the 4th. Throw back to first. Stan King gets back there safely. The 0-1, Ryan Baum kicks and deals, and 90. Fastball swings through it again. Throw back gets behind Baum. Nothing doing there as it's 0-2 to Colon. Colon flew out to the right fielder Robert Starr in his last at-bat in the 2nd inning. Back up here in the 4th and down in a deficit 0-2. Swings through that one, and that's strike 3. Ryan Baum's 5th K. Jorge Colon swings and misses on all 3 of them, and it's the first out. So Grayson Muller will pinch hit for Daisuke Fukuda. Daisuke finishes with 0 for 1 with a ground out to James Brandon at first. It'll Grayson Muller now stepping in, swinging through the first pitch for strike one. Swings through that one as well. And it's 0-2. He's gotten 5 straight whiffs, Baum has. Grayson Muller went 2 for 3 in his last game. Scored 2 runs, got 2 RBIs, and also walked in the 7-1 victory over the Alberta Grizzly. 0-2 from Baum. That one's fouled off. Way into Sunrise Park. And it's still 0-2.
Yeah, Baum so far this at bat. It's just been 3 straight fastballs all on the outer half of that plate. That one really getting Grayson to reach out for it. See if he tries to go inside on him or if he tries to extend that plate just a little bit more, probably into the right-handed batter's box.
0-2. Swing and a miss. Muller strikes out, and that's 6 strikeouts now for Ryan Baum. 2 straight, and there's 2 outs. Stan King still standing on first, and it's Tyler Fogue.
Yeah, and that one right there just looked like a slider, and the first 2 are all up and away. He buries that one down and in. Again, it looks like it's going right down the middle, and then it just disappears under the bat in the last, 8 or so feet. It's almost impossible to hit.
Fogue didn't even try to hit that one, as that's in there for strike one. Baum 1 out away from throwing 5 scoreless frames. 0-1's inside for ball 1. David Reckers heading out to the Palm Springs Power bullpen. They did give Baum a long leash, and he delivered. 4 scoreless now, still 2 outs here. With the man on first for Tyler Fogue. 1-1 breaking ball just outside for ball 2. Throw back to first. Nothing doing. Stan King gets back there safely. Alejandro Izquierdo is warming up in the Canada A's bullpen as well. Fogue swings and misses at that one, and it's 2-2. Stan King leadoff single, 2 straight strikeouts for Ryan Baum. Now a 2-2 to Fogue. Just low, and it's a full count. Stan King will be running on this next pitch. There he goes. That one swing and a miss. Baum strikes out the side after the leadoff single. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Still 4-0 Power.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Austin Turley back out there for another inning of work after somewhat getting out of the jam, only giving up 1 run. Technically will be given to Paul Torelli. We are now here in the bottom of the 5th, and Kazuya Ohiro will lead it off. Slow for ball 1. So 4-run inning for the Power. A lot of wild pitches, a lot of walks, some sloppy pitching. One-0 is driven into left field. Dane Simon's under it. He'll make the catch for out number 1.
Pretty similar to ball to the last one that Ohira hit, that double to left field, except he gave that one a little more of a ride than this one got under it. 88 off the bat and pretty routine F7.
So a quick out for Turley. Jacob Maben will stand in. Got hit by a pitch in the ribs his last time up. Grounded to second. His first at bat. That one's low and away for ball 1.
And Evan, if that's it for Baum, what a day it was. 5 shutout innings, 7 strikeouts.
Popped up foul ground. That'll get away.
Just the 4 hits allowed.
Yeah, Ryan Baum really looked like a legitimate ace for this Power team. Very nice. Always hitting the 90-91 mile per hour fastball. As we see.
Yeah, it's been that fastball. The cutter was dominant today, sitting around 84, 85.
Could be it, as that one's in there for strike 2. David Records is in the bullpen, looking to be the next pitcher to face this Canada A's lineup, who have gone quiet so far in this one because of the dominance of Ryan Baum. 1-2 from Turley is low for ball 2. Turley right back out, ready to go. 2-2 to Jacob Maben. Fires. And he gets hit again. Unlucky day in the batter's box for Maben. He's been hit twice now. And now he'll be on first with 1 out. Robert Starr will come up.
Yeah, I think Maben will take that one, though. 66, it was just a little looping breaking ball that must have slipped out of Turley's hand. I mean, you'll take that trade off the small bruise for first base any day.
Definitely, as Robert Starr will step in. Runner on first, 1 out. First pitch from Turley is inside. That almost hits him. But it will be a ball. Ball 1. Robert Starr walked in his last at-bat. Came around to score on a passed ball. Flew out to Tyler Fogue out in right field in his first AB. There goes Maben. No one's covering second, and he'll get there easily. Nice base running from Jacob Maben, and he gets into scoring position with 1 out.
Yeah, Maben got a really good jump there, and it helps, too, that he went on a breaking ball that was spiked in the dirt, so just about the worst spot you could be in as a catcher, trying to throw a really good runner out.
"2-0 is just outside for ball 3. It's 3-0. Didn't notice this before, but Jed Dowdham is now in the game at catcher. Matthew Ward has been taken out. So we're going to see both of that catching tandem for the Canada A's. 3-0 from Turley is just misses outside. And that'll be ball 4. Robert Starr's second walk of the game. 2 on with 1 out for Tyler Hendricks.
Now batting number 41, Tyler Hendricks.
So an out here, 2 on. Tyler Hendricks has a walk. Struck out looking, though, last inning. One of the 10 batters that came up in that 4-run bottom of the 4th. First pitch swings right through it for strike 1. Maben goes. Looks like a double steal. He gets a late jump, though, And Robert Starr gets thrown out at second. A really late jump for Starr. Seemed like he didn't realize that Maben was going to go to third. And he gets gunned down by Downham. Jacob Maben makes his way to third. But now 2 outs and an 0-2 count for Hendricks. Turley kicks and fires. That's fouled back into the park. We'll do it again at 0-2. So 0-2 to Tyler Hendricks. Now with Maben on third. And that's grounded softly to second. Fukuda's got it. Throw it to first. And a nice scoreless inning for Austin Turley. We head to the top of the 6th. Canada A's offense needing to do something here, down 4 to the Power.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Welcome to the top of the 6th, where we have a new pitcher and catcher tandem. Never mind, we do not. We just have a new pitcher. We have 2 power catchers out there. Looks like Walston was in full gear, but now it'll be Hendricks back out there for another inning. But the new pitcher, David Reckers, will stand in to try and keep this a 4-0 ball game after Ryan Baum's absolute dominance on the mound. He'll be facing off against a pinch hitter. It'll be Deontay Jackson, who is pinch hitting for Juan Francis. Juan Francis had a 2 singles off of Ryan Baum. Was the only one that could really get to him in this one. As Deontay will step in. First batter that Reckers will face here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, and with Reckers, it's a pretty similar arsenal that compared to what we saw from Ryan Baum, who was nearly perfect today. 5 shutout innings, 7 strikeouts. And here with Reckers, we're going to see another high 80s, low 90s fastball and a really good slider.
First pitch to Jackson. Swings, fouls it back to Hendricks. That'll be strike 1. Nice 89-mile-per-hour fastball. So they keep up with the speed here against the A's offense. And it's been working throughout, so might as well keep going with it. 0-1 pitch. Swings through that one is Jackson, and it's 0-2. Ryan Baum, as you said, finishes 5 scoreless, 7 strikeouts. Absolute dominance. Silencing this Canada A's offense, who put up some decent numbers against the Alberta Grizzly. They're 2-0. If this stands, they will fall to 2-1. 0-2 almost hits him. Breaking balls inside for ball 1.
Yeah, and that one looked more like a slurve or a curveball, not not as flat as a slider would normally be.
1-2, Reckers to Jackson. Outside, gets past Hendricks. All the way to the screen. Doesn't matter, though. It'll be 2-2.
Yeah, and it looks like right there that first breaking ball kind of popped out of the hand, almost hit Jackson. It was well inside and overcompensates with the fastball there, pulls it to the other side of the box and gets to the net.
2-2. Drilled by Jackson is a blooper into center field for a base hit. And Deontay Jackson has his first hit of the CWL season. Matthew Warren stands in. 0 for 2. A strikeout looking at a pop out to the second baseman, Polito, in the third inning. Now up here with Deontay Jackson on first and no outs. Looking to get something going here for the Canada A's. First pitch from Turley's outside for ball 1. Popped up foul to the left out of play. Almost hits a couple of unsuspecting fans. That's why you got to pay attention at the ballpark. So 1-1, the Deontay Jackson single to start off this top of the 6th inning. The 5th hit for Power. Deontay Jackson runs. Hendricks' throw is a little high, and Jackson gets in there with a stolen base. So now runner in scoring position here with no outs. 2-1 count to Matthew Warren.
One of the better chances you'll have to throw a good runner out right there. A fastball that just got out of the hands of Reckers, and what was a really bad miss almost turned into a perfect pitch out.
Inside for ball 3, 3-1.
Only issue is he had to jump a little bit too far and reach out too much to get a throw off in time, but still gave it a good chance for a speedy Jackson.
Turley the 3-1, fouled back to the screen, and it's a full count. Dane Simon stands in the on-deck circle. Chet Robinson, who started this game, now at first base as the first base coach. That gets away. Jackson's going to take third. And it will be a walk for Matthew Warren. Now runners on the corners here with no outs.
And this is the exact opposite of what Baum was doing all day, and pretty much what's happened to the A's right here with Reckers on the mound. He's either hitting the zone and it's looking pretty good. The A's haven't really been able to put a great swing on it other than that Deontay Jackson hit, or the majority of his pitches have been non-competitive out of the hand.
First pitch to Dane Simon's low for ball 1. Matthew Warren able to take a 3-2 pitch that went by. Jackson takes third. He'll take first. Runners on the corners here. Still nobody out. As that one gets by Hendricks, Jackson won't go. Warren will. He'll take second easily, and it's second and third. Double play out of order here as Jackson's on second. Jackson's on third. Warren's on second. And Dane Simon has a chance to drive them both in. Reckers kicks and deals the 2-0. That one's high for ball 3.
Again, no matter how good your stuff is, you can miss east to west, you can miss north to south, but you can't miss all four at the same time.
3-0's in there for strike 1.
And when a lot of these pitches the batter hasn't even had to think on half of them because they've been non-competitive out of the hand. And when that's happening, you're in a really tough spot as a pitcher.
Fouled back and another full count for Turley. If he walks Dane Simon, it'll be bases loaded for a very dangerous hitter in Sam Ruda. In a lefty on righty matchup with no outs. For now, 3-2 is inside, and that's ball 4. Bases will be loaded. It looks like we're going to have a little meeting at the mound here with the entire infield and Wreckers to figure out how to pitch to Sam Ruda.
Yeah, right here again, it's another one of the kind of try and change up the mindset, get a little bit of a shock to the system, and a breather for Wreckers out there. But also they were probably putting together a play for the infield, whether or not to take that lead runner or try and either concede a run and get the double play right here. But either way, they've got to find some sort of a cue with Wreckers to reel them in at least a little bit.
We'll have to see if somebody starts warming up in the bullpen or if this is Wreckers' inning to finish. Will take a lot, though, as there's still no outs, and the cleanup hitter, Sam Ruda, very dangerous hitter, trying to put Canada on the board. Make a comeback here, down 4 to the Power. First pitch from Turley is non-competitive in the dirt, and it's ball 1. To Ruda, swings through that one, and it's 1-1. Sam Ruda struck out in his first at-bat in the first inning, walked in the fourth, has 5 walks on the season already. 1-1's high and outside for ball 2. So Jackson, with the single, stole second, made it to third on the pass ball. Matthew Warren walks, and then a walk from Dane Simon has the bases loaded, still no outs. 2-1 to Ruda's inside, and it's 3-1. Ruda walks here. He will be the tying run on first. As Jed Downham, who checked into the game at catcher, is on deck. Little grounder foul down third base line, and it's the third straight full count.
And Sam Ruda is going to need a new bat there. It sounded like his broke on that swing.
So 3-2 to Sam Ruda. We've seen a lot of 3-2 counts for Sam Ruda. That one's into center field. Maben, it's going to drop. Jackson will score, and the Canada A's are on the board. It's 4-1. Sam Ruda, an RBI single, and he is now the tying run on first for Jed Downham.
That was a really good at-bat by Sam Ruda right there, and again, it's the non-competitive pitches. There's a couple misses in that one. Like the third pitch was a little bit inside. You can live with that because Ruda still chased it. But then it went fastball way up, fastball way inside. It was too much of a miss to even get Ruda to think about it.
Jed Downham, that's inside. He has to get out of the way of that one, and it's 1-0.
And then he was able to watch a couple more pitches, and then he finally gets an actual mistake over the plate, a fastball almost down the middle, and he just sends it right back where it came from for an RBI.
Another one down for ball 2. It's 2-0. Jed Downham, in his last game versus the Grizzly, went 1 for 3. The base hit. Now stands here with the bases loaded and still nobody out. 2-0. Non-competitive again, and it's 3-0.
But you could live with those last 2 pitches. It was a miss just down and a miss just up, if that's where you're missing. But the fact that he's been in each batter's box, basically, is the issue.
That one gets away, doesn't matter, as the 4-pitch walk will allow Warren to score. Tying run now in scoring position as it's 4-2. Stan King stands in. He has a single in the 5th, grounded out to first in the 2nd. In a big spot here, can tie the game, even give them the lead with an extra base hit.
Right now, if I'm behind the plate right now, I'm just setting up right down the middle and calling whatever, because nothing has gone straight from David Reckers.
Gets past Hendricks, and another run comes in. Dane Simon scores, and it's 4-3. Everybody moves up 90 feet, 2nd and 3rd with nobody out still. And it's looking more and more like a comeback is real for this Canada A's offense.
And it's all with no outs still.
We've seen single walk, walk, single walk. And all of a sudden 4-3. That one gets away as well. No runner coming from 3rd. But David Reckers needing to control the strike zone, needs some accuracy here. Don't even know how many balls he's thrown in a row, but has walked 3 this inning.
And it's a tough spot to be in right now when you know there's no real out. He hasn't been able to have a pitch that he can consistently land around the zone. There's no really spot he can aim for.
Outside 3-0 once again. Infield is in. Wanting to protect that 1-run lead that used to be 4. And now, nice breaking ball gets him to swing and miss. And it's 2-2.
And sometimes that's what you need. He landed a curveball a little bit outside, gets the call there, and then he lands one just more on the plate, and it's a perfect pitch.
Swing and a miss, but the ball gets by. Hendricks is going to have to make the throw to first. He does. And finally, the first out of the inning for the Palm Springs Power. Stan King strikes out swinging.
And again, he finally finds something to get a strike with that curveball up. He managed to land it, get the called strike. The next one's a little bit closer and gets that one too. And then he breaks off a really nice one just below the zone. You can miss below and still get those swings and misses, and he did right there.
Jorge Colon looking to tie the game or give them the lead. That's in there for strike 1.
And it looks like this curveball right here might be his out pitch. It might be what he's more comfortable with landing.
And you see he's using it more often. That one's in there for strike 2. And it's a quick 0-2 hole for Jorge Colon.
And it's not just strike 2, but that's his 5th time throwing that pitch in a row, and they've all been for strikes.
0-2. It's grounded to first. James Brandon will tag the bag, but a runner scores, and we're tied at 4. A 4-run top of the 6th. And we have a tie ball game here in the 6th inning. Ground out scores Sam Ruda, and now Jed Downham will move to 3rd. Grayson Muller has a chance to give them the lead. Reckers kicks and deals to Muller. Another breaking ball in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Reckers looking to get out of this 4-run inning. The 0-2, swing and a foul back to the screen. Almost looked like he swung and missed. But he gets a piece of it, and it's still 0-2.
know Reckers has given up the 4 runs, but it looks like, again, he's found something with that curveball. He's been in and around the zone, and he could still get out with a tie game.
Inside, check swing, no go, and it's 1-2. So Reckers has walked 3, given up 2 hits, but has struck out Stan King. Had Jorge Colon ground out to first. 2 outs, the 1-2, curveball just outside, and a little bit of a staring contest between Hendricks and Downham at third. Playing some mind games over there. He is the leading run. If he scores, they take the lead 5-4. Grayson Moeller, though, facing a 2-2 with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He got him. Reckers escapes the jam, but 4 runs for the Canada A's bring them back. We're tied heading to the bottom of the 6th.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
When Alejandro Izquierdo first started warming up in the bullpen, they were down 4-0. Now the pressure's on as he comes into the game with a tie ball game 4-4. Here in the bottom of the 6th, the Power looking to get their lead back. It'll be Tristan Pacheco leading off here in the 6th. And then Asaf Loengart and Francisco Pulido, top of the lineup. The 3 facing Izquierdo first. You saw Izquierdo in the last game. He actually got the victory. He pitched 2 innings, only gave up 1 run. It was unearned. He gave up 1 hit, 2 walks, and struck out 3 in the win versus the Grizzly. So he will be pitching on no day's rest. So it will be bottom of the 6th. David Reckers gives up 4 runs, gives up a single to Deontay Jackson, and then 2 straight walks, a single to Sam Ruda, Jed Downham walk, but ends up striking out Stan King and Grayson Moeller, inducing a ground out to Jorge Colon to keep it tied. Now we have a close ball game here. Tristan Pacheco stepping into the batter's box. He has 2 singles on the day. Singled in the 3rd, singled in the 4th. Ended up coming around to score one of the 4 power runs that were scored in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now has to face Alejandro Izquierdo. First pitch is down for ball 1. Izquierdo kicks in, deals, and that is just inside. It's ball 2. Izquierdo pitching a bit quick here as the 2-0 is in there for strike 1, a nice breaking ball. Two-1. Shot to short. It'll be caught by Colon. Throw to first is wide, and Tristan Pacheco is going to try and go 2. He'll get there diving, and it'll be an E6. Pacheco gets into second. Runner in scoring position here with no outs for the Power.
And that's the advantage you have when you just put the ball in play. Tristan Pacheco, really athletic guy. He runs really well around the bases. Doesn't get much of that ball right there. I mean, it's an 89-mile-an-hour grounder to short. It's relatively routine, but when you're hustling down the lines and you never give up, he ends up on second thanks to putting pressure on the defense.
Throw is behind Lowengart. Pacheco trying to go to third, ends up going back to second. Top of the lineup here in a soft Lowengart. He flew out to center field twice and walked in his last at-bat. Now he has a runner on second base trying to get them their lead back here in the bottom of the sixth.
Pacheco lucky that Ware couldn't handle that right off the ground. Kind of bobbled the ball when he got to it at first. If he picked it up cleanly, he would have had Pacheco out to dry. He was almost halfway to third.
Downham needing to get some work in to avoid Pacheco going to third, but here's the 2-0 to Lowengart. That one's fouled back to the screen. Bit of a check swing by Lowengart, and it's 2-1. Tied at 4 is Kierdo to Lowengart, the 2-1. Fouled back again near us. Looks like it's going to go into the park, and it's 2-2. So Polito stands in the on-deck circle. He has 2 walks and a base hit. Lowengart, the 2-2. That's inside for ball 3. Bobbled a little bit, but no movement from Pacheco at second. It's a full count now, 3-2. Izquierdo looks back to second. Takes a second look, a third look. Kept looking at him. So much that the umpire had to call time, and we're going to reset here 3-2.
Yeah, and if I'm Tristan Pacheco, I'm not taking any chances right here. You've got no outs. You've got the top of the lineup up. You're the winning run. So as long as you can preserve yourself out there.
Down for ball 4. Lowengart's second walk of the game, and now there's 2 on with no outs.
With Pacheco, there's no reason to risk anything. You're already in scoring position. Anything in the outfield almost guarantees to score you. And who else would you rather trust than 1, 2, 3 of your lineup right here?
Polito and Dresmecki coming up here against Alejandro Izquierdo. 2 on after the Tristan Pacheco reached on an error, and the Asaf Lowengart walk. The bunt goes all the way near the press box for strike 1. Very high bunt for Polito.
Evan, I thought we had a chance at that for a second.
It was getting close. It was really getting close.
I got up for it.
Maybe the camera caught how close it was going to be because it came right next to us, or like right below us in the stands. But it's a long bunt, and it's strike 1. Izquierdo looking back to second. Pacheco has a decent lead. Fukuda checking second. That's high and inside for ball 1. One is Izquierdo. Breaking ball gets in there for strike 2. So Polito down 1-2. Pacheco on second. A soft Lowengart on first. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Tied at 4. The power, 4 runs, only 3 hits though. As Izquierdo kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Polito strikes out swinging. It's another breaking ball. Izquierdo gets the first out. And it'll be Jude Dresmecki trying to score the winning run here for the Power. So the first lefty Izquierdo has to face in this one. Another breaking ball. Worked last time. Doesn't work this time. It's outside for ball one. And it seems like nobody covering second now. Pacheco can get a decent-sized lead. Dresmecki looking to give them the lead. That's high and outside for ball two, and it's 2-0. Dresmecki ground to a fielder's choice in the first, struck out in the third, walked in the fourth. 2-0 pitch from Izquierdo. Another breaking ball. That one's in there for strike one. Two one. Fouled back into the park, and it's 2-2. Two, still one out, two on, as that one's low for ball three. Full count now. The Canada A's next matchup will be Monday at 12:30 versus the British Columbia Bombers, who are 0-2. Palm Springs Power will next face the Washington Blue Sox, who are 2-0 on Monday at 10 a.m. 3-2 from Izquierdo is high and outside for ball four. Another walk, and it's the bases loaded now for the the cleanup hitter, James Brandon. A big spot here for James Brandon.
Yeah, it's a good at-bat by Dresmecki right there. He got a couple good pitches that he could have hit, but fouled him off, couldn't catch up, and he recognized that Izquierdo's not landing that breaking ball for a strike right now, so didn't really bite on anything, works the count, and gets the walk.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch for Brandon, and it's 0-1. Infield still playing at double play depth. Well, only one out here, but the bases are loaded. Tristan Pacheco, we've seen he has some speed. Pass ball could score him and give them the lead back here in the bottom of the sixth. The 0-1 from Izquierdo. Fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-2.
And anything into the outfield scores Pacheco from third, whether it's a sac fly or whether it's a base hit. He's scoring if you get it past the infield. And if it's a hit, then maybe you get a soft Lowengard at second for that insurance run.
James Brandon 0 for 3, due for his first hit. The 0-2 from Izquierdo. Pop fly, right center field. Fogue and Warren, it'll be Fogue. He drops it. Fogue drops it. Pacheco will score. They stop Lowengard at third. But the Power take the lead back. It's 5-4. They're going to call that an E9 on Tyler Fogue. He just drops it. The lead is back in their hands. Only by one, still one out, and it's Kazuya Ohira looking to extend the lead now. Still the bases loaded.
And that's a tough break out there. It looked like in the outfield, neither of them really were sure on who was going to take it. It looked like they were calling each other off at the last second. At the last second, he decides to take it in right field, and I'm not sure if it was a lapse in concentration or – I mean, it's kind of cloudy right now, so it couldn't be the sun, but Fogue just missed it.
Kazuya Ohira took ball one in the dirt. A nice block from Downham. Now the 1-0 still with the bases loaded. That's popped up way high up there in the foul territory, though. And it's strike one. So Loengart on third. Dresmecki on second. James Brandon now on first after the E9 from Tyler Fogue that brought in Tristan Pacheco, giving the Power a 5-4 lead here in the sixth. One from Izquierdo. Breaking ball just a bit outside and low for ball two. Two-one. To third, it gets past Ruda. Loengart will score. Everybody moves 90 feet, and it's 6-4. Ruda misplays it at third. Everybody moves up 90 feet, and they add another run at 6-4. Still, the bases loaded. Seems as though they're going to call that one a single. Could be another 50-50 call, but Jacob Mabin now standing in, looking to extend that lead to 7 or more against Izquierdo. First pitch is behind Downham, and he's going to try and go from third. He will score easily. Dresmecki scores the 7th power run, and it's a 3-run lead. James Brandon moves to third. O'Hara will move to second. Jacob Mabin takes ball one. Still only one out here in the bottom of the sixth. One 0. Right at Ruda for out number 2. Very unlucky shot from Mabin. Goes right to Ruda at third, and there's 2 outs. Still second and third, though, for Robert Starr.
Yeah, it's been a busy day for Ruda over there at third. That last hit, he kind of got him in between hops, and it was going to be a really tough play either way, and goes into right field for the base hit right there. Nothing special about it, just a hard line drive right at him, sticks the glove up and gets the out.
First pitch, Jed Downham gets put to work. A nice block, able to stop James Brandon from coming home. As Tyler Hendricks sits in the on-deck circle, he'll get a shot if Robert Starr gets on. 2 outs, 1-0 to Robert Starr. 3 runs in the bottom of the sixth. A nice response here as that's strike one. No one warming up in that power bullpen. It looks like we might see Reckers out to try and close this game. Izquierdo the 1-1. Swings through that one, Starr. And it's 1-2, 1 strike away from getting out of this. Still giving up 3 runs in this inning. Pacheco reached on an error. And then a walk to Loengart. A walk to Dresmecki. Reaching on an error is James Brandon. And then a single by O'Hara. And 3 runs have been put up in the bottom of the sixth. 1-2. Gets by Downham. Here comes Brandon, and another run will score. James Brandon comes in. Another wild pitch. 4 more runs. Only seen 4 runs or 0 runs in an inning this game. And it's 8-4.
And we've mentioned how important it is to have competitive pitches, how important it is to give yourself a chance to even get a swing or a call right there. It's just as important to the catcher to even give them a chance to block the ball, to keep it within reach. And there's been a lot of them where behind the plate, neither catcher has even had a shot to keep it from going to the backstop.
Yeah, we've seen both Downham and Matthew Ward getting put through the woodwork in order to try and save runs from coming in. Just haven't been able to really do it. Swing and a miss. Robert Starr strikes out. Izquierdo is out of the 6th inning, but another 4 runs come in for the Power. They lead at 8-4 heading to the top of the 7th.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
So we see 8 runs in that 6th inning. Now we're in the top of the 7th. It's getting a little dark out here in Palm Springs. Skies are looking quite nice. It's the perfect temperature for some baseball, and we've been seeing a lot of baseball today. David Reckers comes back out for another inning of work. If he shuts it down here, he will get the win, but shout out to Ryan Baum for throwing 5 scoreless and basically keeping the Palm Springs Power in this one.
Yeah, and right now it's a question of which David Reckers are you going to get. Is it going to be the guy who came out and had about really a batter before he got into trouble? He was trying to lean on that big fastball. Or is it going to be the one who, in the middle of the inning, after allowing 4 runs without getting an out, he found a curveball and he just pounded strike after strike after strike. And right now it's a question of, is he even going to consider going back to that fastball? Because the curveball is the only thing he's landed so far.
We'll have to see, but it'll be 9-1-2. Tyler Fogue, his 3rd at-bat. He has struck out swinging twice, once in the 3rd, once in the 5th, and then it'll be Deontay Jackson taking his 2nd at-bat, and then it'll be Matthew Warren. First pitch here from Reckers in the top of the 7th is in there for strike 1. Tyler Fogue committed a brutal error out in right field, allowed the 4-run inning for the Power to continue in the bottom of the 6th. He swings through that one for strike 2.
And right away, back-to-back fastballs. Reckers lands both of them. One right down the middle, one just off the plate.
0-2. That breaking ball is inside for ball 1.
But even with the walks and wild pitches, Reckers has got to walk away from this outing at least realizing that breaking ball is lethal.
Outside, and it's ball 2.
It got him out of that inning, and every time he's landed it, every time it's been anywhere close to the zone, which it's been more often than not, the A's haven't been able to touch it.
2-2. Curveball just misses on the outside, and it's a full count to Tyler Fogue.
That's a really good pitch right there. It almost came back, but it just stopped about an inch before it got to the plate.
Full count now to Fogue. Inside, just misses ball 4. So Tyler Fogue is on first with a leadoff walk.
That's just 2 pitches back-to-back that it's just a tough break. One, you're really hoping for that swinger. You're hoping it rides back just a little bit more, and it didn't. And then on that fastball inside, it was about an inch too far to get the call.
Chet Robinson, who started this game, still at first as the first base coach for Canada A's. Tyler Fogue on first, and now it's the top of the lineup. Deontay Jackson takes one outside for ball 1. So it was a scoreless game until the bottom of the 4th when the Power broke it open with a 4-run inning. And then we've seen 2 straight. Oh, that one gets away. And Tyler Fogue takes second. Deontay Jackson did swing, though, so it'll be strike 1. And it was, 4 runs for the Power in the bottom of the 4th, and then we saw 4 runs from Canada A's to tie the game up until we saw another 4 in the bottom half of the 6th. And it's an 8-4 ball game. A lot of 4s on that scoreboard right now, as they also have 8 runs only on 4 hits. So 1-1, Tyler Fogue now on second, and that one gets by. Tyler Fogue will take third. So 2 easy free bases for Tyler Fogue, and now a 2-1 count to Deontay Jackson.
And this is what you can't have. It looks like Reckers thought he might have found that fastball again, but back-to-back just pulls both of them. Again, it was a ball out of the hand, and Hendricks behind the plate had no chance.
He did go around, and that's strike 2. 2-2 count now to Deontay Jackson. Tyler Fogue on third with no outs. Defense not really worrying about Fogue on third. 1 run comes in. It's still an 8-5 game, but really needing to get this first out here to Deontay Jackson, who singled in his last time up, came around to score. Curveball, got him. A nice breaking pitch froze Jackson, and there's 1 out here in the top of the 7th.
And that's just how good that curveball is right there by David Reckers. Everyone in the stadium knows he's not landing his fastball for strikes. He can only get his curveball in there. And Deontay Jackson knows what to look for, and it just broke right in, and it froze him.
Matthew Warren stands in, takes a ball outside. Tyler Fogue still stands on third after the 2 pass balls, or 2 wild pitches. 1-0 Warren is in there for strike 1. 88 on the fastball now for Reckers. Needing 2 more outs to get out of this with a win and give the Canada A's their first loss of the season. Curveball is in there for strike 2. One, 2 now. Matthew Warren. Dane Simon stands on deck. That is into left field, and it's a base hit. Tyler Fogue will score easily, and it's 8-5. RBI single for Matthew Warren, and they cut the lead down to 3.
Now batting, number 8, Dane Simon.
So it'll be Dane Simon stepping in. Man on first, 1 out here in an 8-5 ball game. Still need 2 more outs. The Power do for their second win of the season, bring them up to 2-1. Warren goes, but it's fouled back to the screen. Warren's going to have to go back to first. So we see Ruda and then Downham after Dane Simon, if he is to get on here, not ground into a double play. Oh, 1 throw back to first. Threw that relatively quickly, but Warren is able to get back there safely. Warren goes again. Throw to second on a hop, but Warren gets there in time. Stolen base for Warren, and now he's in scoring position with 1 out. Dane Simon still does not have a hit so far this season. Did walk in his last at-bat, came around to score 1 of the 4 runs. Warren goes again, and he doesn't even slide. He gets there safely. 2-1 now to Dane Simon. Reckers, 2-1, kicks and deals. Popped up, foul ground. Brandon chasing, and he doesn't get it. Looked like it was going to be an odd way to catch it, and he just doesn't. He's not able to grab it. Seems like Warren would have been able to tag if he did, though, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, when you're getting over there as a first baseman, sometimes it's more of a mental game because you're approaching the mound with the bullpen right there. He wasn't on it, and even if he went over to catch it, he wasn't going to be on that mound, but it's still in the back of your mind, how much room do you have? Because if the ball was about 5 feet further, he was going to have to fight with that.
In the dirt for ball 3, and it's a full count here with 1 out. Warren still stands on third after stealing 2 bags. He represents the 6th power run if he were to score and would bring the lead down to 2. Dane Simon, though, looking at a 3-2. That's grounded to short. O'Hara's got it. Throw to first for the second out. Run scores, and it's 8-6. So now the Canada A's down to their final out, but now only down 2 as Sam Ruda will step in. Sam Ruda has walked, struck out, and hit a single in this one so far. Now he's up with the bases empty, takes one low for ball 1. Fouled back to the screen, and it's 1-1. Wreckers 1 out away from getting out of here and getting the victory. Only 2 pitchers used by the Power as Ryan Baum threw 5 scoreless. Wreckers, though, getting the win if they end up pulling this off. Even though he has given up 6 right now. Two-one. Skied foul off to the left out of play. And now, as the sun comes out, down to their final strike are the Canada A's. Two-two. Wreckers to Ruda. That's driven into right field. That's going to be foul, though. One hops the wall out there in the dirt, and it stays 2-2. Great piece of hitting, 100 off the bat.
Yeah, Ruda saw another one of the, what looked like a breaking ball. It was right in on the plate, just down, but he was able to put a good swing on it just early, though.
2-2's inside, and another full count for Wreckers. And another full count for Ruda. We've seen a good bit of them. He's really patient at the plate. Already 2 3-2 counts here for Ruda, and he had a couple 3-2 counts in their last game versus the Grizzly. 3-2, got him, and that's the game. The Palm Springs Power get the victory, their second of the season, and they give the Canada A's their first loss of the season. They're both 2-1 now, 8-6 the final score. So we saw a good amount of pitching up until the 4th inning, and then a bit of an offensive showcase as 14 runs were scored in the final 3.5 innings. I think the main story here, Steven, is that of Ryan Baum.
Yeah, Ryan Baum started it off. He delivered 5 scoreless for the Power. It's a shame that he can't get credited with the win, but he is the reason that this team won. He came in and he absolutely dominated. He set the tone for the Power. Everything was working. His fastball, his cutter was lethal. He threw a slider every now and then that, again, basically anything he threw out there, if it was anywhere close to the zone, the A's couldn't touch it today. And then the offense, the Power came out And it was that 4-run fourth inning that set the tone. Then another 4 of insurance in the sixth. They didn't think they were going to need it probably, but after some struggles in the 6th and 7th, those extra 4 came in handy, and it's a really good win for a team that needed it after a pounding yesterday.
Well, that's it for the 2-game slate today. The China beat the Chill in the early matchup 10-3. The Power beat the A's 8-6. Tomorrow, Blue Sox Grizzly at 10 p.m. here at the Palm Springs Stadium. And then it'll be the Bombers versus Team China at 12:30 for Evan Patoka. Steven Buxton, we will see you tomorrow.